Right. Let's begin our practice today, finding our chairs. Let's loosey-goosey up our hips and our shoulders. So let's just find your seat, just find a comfortable seat in your chair. And don't adjust anything, don't do anything, but just uh, close your eyes. Good. And just notice. Just want you to notice how your body feels. And notice your breath. Yeah, good. Just noticing. All right. Now, notice if you're breathing in through your mouth or your nose. Notice your posture. Where are your shoulders in conjunction to your hips? So we're just becoming aware of how we naturally breathe, how we naturally just rest and sit. Yeah. All right. And now I want you to see if almost feeling like a puppet. I want you to feel as if you're a puppet on strings and the puppeteer is pulling you up a little bit. And then visualize the end of a pencil, the eraser end of a pencil, and somebody behind you just poking the pencil in between your shoulder blades from the back so that your heart lifts. Yes. And if your hands are wherever they are, bring them palms up on your lap. Good. And just adjusting that posture, having the shoulders relaxed back and down, having a slight little stretch at the top of your head up towards the sky. Yeah. And now notice your breath, just your natural breath. And pay attention if you feel like the breath is a little bit deeper. So maybe going further down into your lungs. Good. Now we're just going to start to take some nice long, deep breaths. So take a breath in through the nose, and we're going to breathe out through the mouth to start. Just let the breath out, keeping that nice puppet posture. Yes, with the pencil, lots of P's. And now let's take some nice long, deep breaths in and out of the nose. So breathing in through your nose, pausing the breath at the top, and then breathing out through your nose, keeping the posture, but just letting the breath out and not collapsing the shoulders when we breathe out. And do that about 3 more times. Nice, long, deep breaths. Pausing the breath, breathing out, and pausing the breath. Noticing the little pauses at the top and little pauses at the bottom of the breath. And at the next bottom of the exhale breath, again, just relax your breath. Breathe naturally, normally. Good. And so tomorrow is a new moon, the 16th. It's a good time to just reflect of things that habits that we have that really don't serve us very well, are not very healthy for us, our body and our mind. And it's such a good time to just reflect on new beginnings. Maybe there's a project that you've been putting off. It's a good time to start a new project and begin anew, just like the moon. Yes, the new moon starts. The little crescent will crack tomorrow. The new moon will begin. Yeah, so it's a good time for us, again, to Yeah, just contemplate what's not working, what makes me feel lethargic, maybe anxious, anxiety filled, yeah, worried. Maybe I don't want those practices anymore. Yeah. And then when you're feeling now ready and complete, gently begin to flutter the eyes open. Yeah. It's a beautiful practice. So we haven't talked about kyphosis in a little bit. And kyphosis is that rounding of the shoulders forward, right? And there's an epidemic, even in young people now out there, because of so much head down with devices and things, and just sitting a lot, and people like feeling stressed. So you just tend to come in side, and you tend to curl in. Yeah. And the ketosis is, what it does. And I wanted you to notice how you breathe, right? Because it's important to have good posture. So just think about that little pencil behind your shoulder blades. That helps you lift your heart and open your lungs, right? When we're sitting with the shoulders forward, we're squishing, our lungs, not only our lungs, but our internal organs, right? Sort of stopping the flow of blood and oxygen and energy in that area. Yeah, we're undermining our basic bodily functions when we're crunched forward for the most part. So it's big, right? And it's been said that, it's one of the major factors in general unhealthiness is our posture and our breath and how we breathe. Yeah. So it's important to just have that awareness of how am I sitting? How am I sitting, in my car? Am I sitting forward? Can I use that headrest behind me? Yeah, or just get that nice posture. And then, you automatically breathe deeper. Good. Okay, so we'll start to move our body here. So it's also important to move our body. This week we talked about starting your day with like just a hot cup of water, sipping it first thing in the morning before you eat anything, for sure. Yeah, good. And that helps to get the digestion going. That helps to sort of wake up the digestive tract and say, okay, let's start getting ready for the day. Yeah. And then go on with your coffee, your tea, whatever you have. Yeah. And so many people start the day with that big jolt of caffeine. And your body's like, whoa, what just happened? Yeah. So just having that little sip of water, I slice up some ginger, it's fresh ginger slices and stick it in the water. Some people do lemon, you can do that. But it's just nice to wake up the body. Yeah. All right. All right. So nice tall spine here. Good. Find that pencil behind you. Yeah. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Stretch your shoulders back. Yeah, so we're just going to bring awareness today to our shoulders and our hip area. Those are the two main areas I think that just get tight in our body. Yeah, and also our neck, which is connected to the shoulders. Inhale, just roll your chin up to your right shoulder. And exhale, drop your chin to your chest. And inhale, chin up to the left shoulder. And exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, right shoulder. Exhale, chin down. Inhale, left. Exhale, chin down. I'm going to start circles now. So inhale, chin up to the right shoulder. Then slowly lifting the chin, bringing it up a little bit and over to the other side and down. So now just picture maybe the tip of that pencil on your chin, and you're making a circle in front of your face with your chin, the tip of your chin, making circles. Yes. Good. And just the next time that your chin comes down to your chest, pause and then reverse. And again, just feel free to relax your eyes here. Feel free to close them if you'd like. You can picture your circle that you're making with your chin. Just loosening up our neck. Good. And nice and slowly, the next time that you come down, so no hurry, the next time the chin comes down, pause. Good. Press down into your feet and slowly lift your head back up. Nice. Relax your arms down. Good. Press down into your feet and lift your shoulders up to your ears. And exhale, relax them down. Press into your feet, lift your shoulders. Exhale, relax. And now roll the shoulders nice and easy in little circles. Just inviting the tension to leave that shoulder neck area. Just saying, yeah, I don't need to. It's okay. Yeah. And then reverse. Other direction. Good. And then relax. Good. Shake it out. Shake out any tension. Release that tension. You know, we talked about letting tension go in these practices. You can do that during the course of your day. If you're busy doing tactical stuff, doing, you know, having those days where you're doing, my daughter yesterday said I was doing an administration day, you know, calling doctors, getting appointments, blah, 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 you know, doing all that. That really creates a lot of tension, especially up here. So when you're having those days, which we need to have those days to get stuff done, right? But just remind yourself, take a little break, take a couple deep breaths, check in with your puppet posture, yes, and then carry on, yes. And you'll be able to get things done more efficiently because you'll have more oxygen going into your body and your brain. Yeah, good. All right, we're going to inhale and bring our arms forward. We're going to cross our arms at our wrists, bring our palms in towards each other, and interlace your hands. Yeah, good. So arms are about shoulder height. Good. Then inhale, breath. Glide your hands forward. Stretch your shoulders forward. Exhale, glide your shoulders back. So it's just a little movement here, opening up again that shoulder, that area between your shoulder blades and back. Good. And one more. Slide them forward and back. And release your arms down. Shake them out just gently. Yeah, roll your shoulders just gently. Good. And now we're going to bring our right hand onto our waist. Good. Just let the left arm hang down here. Take a breath in. As you exhale, drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. So you're just looking forward here, getting another nice little stretch on the left side of our neck. Good. Float your left arm a little bit away from your chair and just start to move it back and forth. Maybe make little figure eights with that left hand, just exploring the movement of the arm and the shoulder. Opening up that whole left side of the neck, arm, good. And then pause. And on an inhale breath, press into your feet, and if it's available, to reach your arm, your left arm out and up. Good. All right, so left fingertips gently reaching for the sky. Good. If it's available on your neck, on an inhale breath, see if you can look up towards that left hand and breathe. Good. So nothing should be uncomfortable. This should just feel like stretch. If your neck is uncomfortable looking up, just bring it down or just bring it back over to that left ear or right ear to right shoulder. And now we'll as you exhale, relax the head. Bring the head back down. Right ear is still towards the right shoulder. Good. And then on an inhale breath, slowly start to press into your feet. Lift your head back up. Good. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, bend your left elbow and let your fingertips land onto the back of your shoulder somewhere. Good. All right. Now we're going to take this right hand, release it, and we're going to take it to your arm, your left arm, and see if you can guide your left elbow up towards the sky. It's a little bit of a called cow face pose. Yeah, good. Now, if it's available to you, you'll either stay here. If it's available, release your right arm and then bring your right arm out and up. Good. Take a breath in. As you exhale, see if you can grab onto that left elbow. And if that's not the case, then go back slowly to just helping that left arm reach as far back as possible. If you have hold of your elbow, yes, nice tall posture, looking straight ahead. Take a breath in, exhale it out, and see if you can just gently guide that left elbow back just a little bit more. It's a really big opener for the shoulder. Yeah, and breathe. So you should be able to take long, deep breaths here. If you're struggling, again, just go back to guiding the arm back in the front of the arm and not the elbow. One more breath here. Good. All right, now on your next exhale breath, relax. Slowly let that right arm release the elbow. Bring it down. Good. On an inhale breath, now slowly start to lift the left fingers back up. Good. And then exhale with a bent elbow. Slowly start to release this so that shoulder's bent up there a little bit. So do this slowly. Start to release that left arm down. Good. Relax. Take a breath in and let it go. And maybe move the shoulders. Just roll them gently and opposite direction. Good. All right, we're going to go to the other side now. So we're going to bring our left hand onto our waist. We'll take a breath in. As you exhale, drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Good. And now on an inhale breath with the right palm out, press into your feet. Oh, let's float the hand out a little bit first and let's loosen up. So let's just do that little bit of a figure 8 with that right hand. Yeah. Good. And then pause. On an inhale breath again, press into your feet and reach that left arm out and up, or your right arm rather. Good. Take a breath in. Exhale, reach your right fingertips up a little higher. Good. And now if it's comfortable, you can slowly look up towards that right hand. Breathing the whole time. Good. And now if you have that gaze up, on an exhale breath, relax your gaze back down. Right, left ear back to the left shoulder. Take a breath in, exhale it out. On an inhale breath, press into your feet, lift your head back up. A nice big breath in again. As you exhale, bend your right elbow and let the right fingertips just lay onto the back of your shoulder blade. Good. And we're going to release our left hand. Left arm, you can shake it out a little bit. To start with, we'll bring that left hand to that arm, the lower arm, yeah, and reach it back. This also helps a little bit with that flabby little stuff here sometimes we have in our arm. Yeah, good. And now if this is where you want to land, stay here. If you want to experiment, release that left arm, reach it out and up. Take a breath in. As you exhale, see if you can just grab onto that top of the elbow there. Yeah. And again, if that's not working, go back to the front of your arm. Take a breath in. Exhale, see if you can gently guide that left arm, the right arm back a little bit. Yeah. And notice the difference from the other side. You might notice one side felt a little more challenging to do this. It's usually your dominant side is a little bit more stiff, right? Makes sense. Gets more use. Breathe. 2, breathe. 1. Each time reaching it back just a little more maybe. Good. And then relax. And then slowly let the elbow go. Slowly let the left arm float down. Good. On an inhale breath, slowly lift the right arm up again towards the sky. Exhale, relax your shoulders with a nice bent elbow. Release your right arm all the way down slowly. Good. And relax. Let the shoulders just, let the arms just hang. Take a breath in. Let it go. Good. It might feel nice to just do a little shoulder roll. Okay, one more here for the shoulders. Hands on our lap. Let's massage. Take the right arm, slide it up to the left shoulder, and massage that muscle now. The side of your neck, top of your shoulder. You may really need this now after that big stretch. All on the top of your shoulder. Good. Pause, take a breath in. And again, tapping into that new moon energy. Take a breath in again. As you exhale, release all the junk. And relax the hand back onto your lap. Left hand slides up to the right shoulder. Give yourself a nice massage. Good. Pause, take a breath in. As you exhale, release that tension, all that junk. Hand back onto your lap. Good. All right. Scooting a little forward in our chairs, slowly starting to make our way forward here. Yeah, go find your nice tall spine. Find that pencil in your back a little bit. Not the pokey part, it's the eraser part. So yes, it's just guiding you to lift up posture. Yeah, that's been an age-old thing. I mean, teachers decades ago would say, sit up tall. And that's why, such wisdom to know that, your body's healthier that way. Yeah, let's do a little cat-cow. So inhale, lift the heart, look up. Good, slide your hands up to the top of your thighs, maybe. Reach your elbows gently back. And now on the exhale breath, slide your hands forward on your thighs, maybe to the front of your knees, and let the head just drop down nice and easy. Good. Press into your feet, slowly bring the body back up, slide your hands up. If you want to bring your palms to the back of your chair, the seat of your chair, you can do that to open a little more. And exhale, slide your hands down your thighs, drop your head. Good. And then slowly come back up. Take a nice tall spine here. Good. And take a breath in. This is for cobra pose. Yes, nice chest shoulder opener there. As you exhale, hinge forward. Keep your head above your shoulders. We're not dropping the head yet. Yeah, so just hinge forward about halfway. Bring one forearm and the other forearm onto your thighs. Yeah. Fingers are just gently forward, hands flat, parallel to the floor. Good. And now you can look down between the hands. Take a breath in. As you exhale, glide your elbows back. Stretch the crown of your head forward. Getting the spine nice and long. Good. And then on an inhale breath, slowly lift the head up. Good. Relax your shoulders back. Glide your arms back. Good. And then inhale, look over to the right and forward. And over to the left and forward. One more time. Over to the right. Pause. Breathe. As you exhale, forward with the head. And then over to the other side. Breathe. And slowly let go back forward. Good. And then drop your head, looking back between your hands. And then slide your right hand onto your thigh and your left hand. Good. Press down into your thighs and slowly bring your body back up. Good. and relax your arms down, roll out your shoulders. Yeah. You notice how many times in class, in all of our classes, we roll our shoulders, right? Because that's one of the first things that grabs tension, right? We think the shoulders up is going to help everything else. Really, we want to engage all the muscles of the body. Yeah. To just allow for, to release that tension, not hold it. Yeah. All right. Arms relaxed down. One more little neck stretch now. So press into your feet and reach your arms out to a T. Stretch your fingers to either side and tuck your chin back as much as you can, trying to make a little double chin. We're stretching the back of our neck now. All those little vertebrae in the neck. Yeah, opening those up. Again, this is also really good for the kyphosis. Yeah. And then relax the chin. Now bend the elbows into a W. Yes, or a cactus. And then again, glide your chin straight back. Almost like you want to stretch the back of your neck. And then relax. And now reach your arms up into a Y. And again, one more time, glide your chin back. Opening up that back neck. And release. Good. Take a breath in. Exhale, relax your arms. Just let them float down. Good. And roll out your shoulders. All right, one more stretch here. Let's move down a little bit. Bring the legs out as wide as is comfortable on your body. Good. Yeah, shake it out. Let's take a breath in and let go. Notice where your legs landed. Notice where your knees are in conjunction to your ankles. Yeah, so we want the knees sort of right above the heels. We're always looking to stack the joints. So for example, if you're sitting like this, right, the joints are not stacked, right? There's an angle from your knees to your ankle joints. And so the body's weaker that way. When we stack our joints, right, even stacking your head above your shoulders and your shoulders above your hips, not the shoulders forward, it's making the whole body strong. Yeah, it's like the steel beam that for a bridge. If the beam is on an angle, the bridge is going to go down. If it's straight up and down, yes, it'll hold it. Yeah. All right, take a nice big breath in. Exhale it out. Good. Let's take our right hand across to just our left thigh. Relax the left arm down. Turn the palm out. On an inhale breath, reach your arm out and up. Good. Take a breath in, stretch up tall. Exhale, stretch up even more. Another breath in. And as you exhale, press into your feet. Get those nice steel beams engaged and reach up and over. Yeah. All right. So when we have our joints stacked below, we can have the upper part a little not in line, and it'll be able to hold it. Yeah. Good. And then maybe looking underneath that left arm. Breathe into that left rib cage. 2 for 1. And then slowly come back up, bringing the head back forward, the body up, and exhale, relax that left arm down. If it's available to you, bring that left palm behind your hip. If it's not, just press into the side of your chair with that left palm. Take a breath in. As you exhale, grab on slightly to this left thigh. Nice, gentle, tall spine. Twist at your waist. You can press into your right foot to turn over to the left. And find deep, long breaths here into your belly. So you don't want to over rotate. You don't want to yank on anything. You just want to have a nice, gentle challenge. Yeah. On your next exhale breath, relax. Turn your body back forward. Bring your hands back to your thighs. Good. We'll just do that same thing on the other side. So left hand onto the right thigh. Right arm relaxed down. Turn the palm out. Good. On an inhale breath, reach that right arm out and up. Hopefully your shoulders are feeling a little bit more open. Take a breath in. As you exhale, reach up, reach up. Good. Inhale. Exhale again. Press into your feet. Reach up and over, not very far. Keeping the head very close to the arm. Good. And breathe. If it's available to you, you can slowly turn and look towards underneath the right arm. Again, need to have long, deep breaths here. If you're struggling, you've gone too far, back out. Good. On an inhale breath, press into your feet, bring the body back up, head back forward. As you exhale, gently release that right arm down. Good. And now bringing that palm to the back of your chair, pressing down, that's sort of a stabilizer for your spine. Yeah. Or you can press into the chair here. Take a breath in. Excuse me. As you exhale, press into that left foot. Twist at your waist over to the right. Yeah. So you want to lead with the waist. Good. And then turn and look over your right shoulder. And a couple nice deep breaths here. Just doing some really nice opening for these shoulders and the neck. Yeah. Good. And as you exhale, relax. Turn your gaze back forward. Turn your body back forward. Good, good, good. And now bring your toes in, your heels in, your toes in, your heels in. Good. And just give yourself a nice pat on the legs, pat the arms. It always reminds me of the book, Pat the Bunny. Such a cute book, kids book. Okay, and we can make our way to standing unless you feel like staying in your chair today. Feel free to stay seated. Yeah. Hinge forward when you stay seated, because there's some days where maybe you have an injury or not feeling it. You just follow along with what we do as we stand and get creative about stretching, but just if you just breathe with with us, that's the important part. All right, we're going to hinge forward a little bit. On an inhale breath, you're going to be pressing down into your heels and standing up, lifting your chin as you stand. So take a breath in again. Exhale it out. On an inhale breath, press into your heels, lift your chin up and come to a stand. I just find that lifting of the chin and then coming to the back of your chair really helps the momentum of the upper body. It sort of engages the upper body to help you to stand. All right, let's just find our standing pose, right? And let's just move gently. Move the body, shake, roll, however you want to. Move the body. Good. All right, if you want to move the arms, gently swing the arms. That feels okay. Just almost taking this to release any tension that you might be feeling in your body. Yeah. Sometimes we don't feel it until we start sort of moving it, and it's like, oh yeah, I guess there's tension there. So can do that. And then let's find our mountain pose. So here we are stacking our joints, right? Head above the shoulders, shoulders gently back and down. It's helpful with palms forward. That helps us to just, if you can experiment with that, palms forward, right? Relax the body. Now let the arms just hang. So the shoulders come in a little bit, right? Palms, again, just rotating the palms forward, rotates those shoulders in a good alignment. Yes, good. A nice big breath in. Let it go. Engage your kneecaps. So when you lift your kneecaps up, you're engaging that whole big thigh muscle and our hamstrings and even our glute muscles. And those are the muscles we want to keep strong. Yes, right? This just helps. And then find your puppet posture, as if you're, the puppeteer is pulling up the top of your head. Yes, you're nice and tall here. Yes, and maybe find that pencil behind you. Good. Take a nice big breath in and exhale it out. Now, keeping our nice posture, we're going to start to take a little walk, right? But just walking in place here. with that nice posture. Get that sensation of how your body is aligned as you're walking. So when we go for walks on these nice spring and summer days or evenings, just check in with your posture. Yeah, you'll be able to go farther before all the aches and pains start to creak in, because your joints are all stacked and the whole body is working together. There's not one part of the body that is taking the brunt of it, right? Yeah. If you want to lift the knees up a little higher, get the heart rate up a little bit. Do that. Good. And come to a nice stand again. Good. All right. So we're going to stretch up. We're going to just pretend we have our big rope in front of us, and we're going to reach up towards the sky, almost like there's a rope hanging from the ceiling. Grab it, and it's probably about 4 inches thick. So you're going to grab this big thick rope and pull it down. So energetically pulling down as if you're pulling the rope down through the ceiling. And then inhale, grab that rope and pull it down. Good. And reach up, grab the rope, pull it down. Good. And reach up and grab the rope and pull it down. Good. And relax, roll out the shoulders. All right. Coming into this it's really a nice shoulder stretch. I encourage you to really helps, again, the shoulders and the this rounding. We can't help it being down here on our phones and all of that kind of stuff. That's just part of life now. But to be mindful to do some opposite stretches, right? So that we don't get into that habit. So if you don't have a wall behind you, it's just bringing your arms out into a cactus pose. Yes, we do this all the time, right? And reaching your arms back a little bit. Good. And then the chest is lifted, that little pencil's behind you, just sort of guiding your chest open. Good. And then slowly lift the arms up towards the sky, almost pressing the arms back and then back down. Good. Now, if you happen to have a wall, maybe not now, but is coming up and having your arms against the wall and then pressing your arms up against the wall. So whether you have a wall or not, let's reach up and come back down. It's a little more challenging when you're against a wall because you're really pressing your arms back. Let's do that one more time. And come back down. It's also really good for your bones. And release and relax. Yeah, it's amazing how this shoulder joint, which is one of the most complicated joints in our body, it just starts to just fall forward and get so stiff. Like if you poke around in your upper shoulder and your upper arm, a lot of times mine is like tender and sore because these muscles are forward so much. Yeah. Good. Another really nice opener for shoulders is reach your arms back, interlace your hands behind your back. Good. Stretch your shoulders back, reach your arms down. Lift your chin up slightly and take a few long, slow, deep breaths. Yes, just enjoying this opening, looking up a little bit towards the sky. Good. All right. And then as you exhale, relax everything. Relax your gaze back forward and slide your hands out from underneath. That is a really great, simple to do. When you're standing, you're talking to somebody, you're standing in line at the grocery store or whatever, just grab your hands behind your back. That alone will help you. Also notice people around wherever you go, however you're going, and notice how many of this that you see, right? And again, it's just not opening up our lungs. So just posture, keep that pencil with you at all times. Yes. Okay, let's come in. You might need your chair here for a little balance. Yeah, if you need, because we're going to come into a heart lifted lunge. Yes. This is helping strengthening the hips and leg area. And again, opening up our chest, shoulders. Good. Such a nice stretch, all around stretch. So we're going to start with just taking your right foot back onto the ball of your feet. Again, you can have your chair handy here and have it close enough so you don't have to lean forward if you need to hold on to it. Yeah, I'm going to slide mine out of the way. You can also probably have it to your side if you need that as well. Yes. Good. So just a simple lunge, sending the foot back. And then check in. So the tendency here is to have that heel in, caving in, that back heel. We want the heel straight back so that our what? Joints are in alignment. Yes. All right. Then get a nice tall spine. This front knee is bent a little bit. Yeah, but it's still staying about right above the ankle. Yeah, good. And then if it's available to you, reaching one arm up. And if it's available to you, reaching the other arm up. Good. Take a breath in. Exhale. See if you can soften your right heel a little closer to the floor. On an inhale breath, see if you can lift your heart and even look up slightly. Even up between the hands. Yeah. Good. You can always drop down to hold on to that chair with one hand. And breathe into the back of your heart. Lifting the back of your heart up. Good. Opening up, sending out love into the world. Love in the challenge. Yes. And now as you exhale, release that down. Good. And now leaning forward slightly, you can have your hands either on your waist or on your chair here. And then slowly on an inhale breath, bring that right leg next to the left. Good. Shake it out. Roll the shoulders. Find your mountain pose. Good. Feet about hip distance apart. Just as that little reminder, hip distance is typically with heel into your instep. Then just lift the heel and pivot. And that's typically your very own hip distance apart. Typically, yeah. So see if that feels good. Might feel weird. We might be used to standing here, right? And when we're not with joints in alignment, right? And our legs are at an angle, that creates all different stresses in different parts of, especially hip area and back. Yeah, so you want to have that nice base. Yes, good. Let's take a breath in. And let it go. Palms forward as you let go, let the shoulders relax back and down. Good. And now we're going to go to the other side with our lunge. So taking the left foot straight back. Good. You can check, and I can see, I don't know if you can see yourself in them, but you can check and look back down towards your heel. Make sure it's not caving in. Yes, good. And then just play around with your lunge. If you're feeling like you're a little off balance, since you might want to widen your stance in your lunge. Yeah, good. Soft knee here, not too far forward. If it's too far forward, lengthen your stance a little bit more. Yeah, good. All right, heel straight back. We're all in alignment now. Good. And again, on this side, you can lift one arm up, maybe the other arm. Good. And take a breath in. As you exhale, soften your left heel towards the floor. Good. Inhale, lift the back of your heart up towards the sky. Look up slightly to wherever it's comfortable. And find your breath. So a little wobble is good. Yes, that means that this is challenging you. It's working these glute muscles, all the legs in your muscles, even deep core muscles in the middle of your body, keeping you upright. 2, 1. And as you exhale, release your arm or arms down. Good. Again, we can lean forward. And on an inhale breath, bring that left foot next to the right. Good. Yes, such a beautiful stretch. Again, opening up. Anytime we're doing any of these back bends, shoulders back, That's really helping you to have good posture. Yeah, good. Shake it out. So making a good posture a habit. That's a good goal for this new moon, right? How's my posture today? And if it's, you're thinking, okay, what was it again? Simply just roll your shoulders up, back, and down, and let the hands, the palms just be forward. Yeah. Either that or just clasping your hands, like I said, behind you. Yeah. Or doing that wall stretch. It's amazing how challenging that is if you do your V and you lift but gently. Yeah, try that. Yeah. Okay. So let's come to a little bit of more for hips here before we sit down. Yes. All right. So again, you might want to have something to hold on to. So take this to wherever it's comfortable for you. There should not be any discomfort or pain in your body. This is fairly challenging. But let's just take this one step at a time. So let's bend the outside knee. Yeah, good. So whatever side chair you're on, we're going to work this outside leg. All right. And you want to engage the kneecap here on the standing leg. Yes. And squeeze your glute muscle. Find your posture. Lift your heart, back of your heart. Good. And then if it's available to you, lift the foot up off the floor. Good. All right. Now you can either remain right here. If you want to open the hip, just draw your knee out to the side, just to where it's comfortable. And now draw your knee in to the center body. If it's available to you, you can cross the center line. And then taking that knee back out to the side. And now here's the challenge, bringing the knee forward and sending it back. You can keep the knee bent. Yeah, keep the body upright. And then bringing it back and releasing it. So nice and slow, we're getting that outward, that inward rotation, right? That forward, that backward rotation in the hip. Good. Should we do that one more time on this side? Okay. So you kind of know the pattern now. So just take it to where it's comfortable for you. But even if you do a little bit and just do a, 3 or 4, that's just taking that hip bone into your socket and it's just moving it around and everything around your hip. Now, if you have a hip replacement, then just be really mindful. Again, 0 pain. It's just a challenge. All right, so nice tall spine. Start with bending the knee. Lift the knee. Good. So keep that posture, bringing it out, bringing the knee in, like a figure 8 almost, bringing it out, and then sending it back. And let's do that again. Lift it up, bringing it out, bringing it in, bringing it out, back in slightly, send it back. One more. Lift. You can take a break anytime. Out and in and out. Forward and send it back. Keep the posture and release. Good. Yes. Nice, gentle, safe rotation. You don't want to over rotate. So let's move to the other side. Get that hip all lubricated. Yes, it's like changing the oil in our body, in our hip area. Yeah. All right. So you'll have to decide and observe how this side feels. Typically, we all have one hip or the other that's maybe a little more challenging for us. So finding your tall posture, that's so important. If we start with a bad posture, everything's working harder. Yeah, so lift the heart, back of the heart. Good. And then again, engage the standing leg, lift the kneecap up to engage the thigh, squeeze the glute muscle a little bit, lift the foot up, take the knee out and in, and it can be tiny, and take the knee out and in and send it back. Good. Let's take a break. Good. Now we'll do 2 or 3, nice and easy. But just we're wanting to just move that hip joint nice and easy. Yeah. All right. Lifting the knee, taking it out and over. Make that figure 8 with the knee back, and send it back, and lift it up, and taking it out, and in, and out, and back, and forward, and out, and in, and out, forward, and back, and release. So that side for me was more challenging, not because of this hip, but because of this hip, right? So sometimes the standing leg is what is the challenge. Yeah, good. All right, so we're gonna take our a little bit a wider stance here. Yeah, good. And just soften the knees. Bring your hands onto your hips and just rotate. Nice and little bit. This should feel good. Just to, again, get a little bit movement in the hips and then reverse opposite direction. Good. And come back to center. Nice. Good. Coming back to hip distance. Actually, let's stay a little bit wider apart. Good. Soften the knees. And then let's just do a little tapping of our thymus gland. Good. And you can rock side to side here if you'd like. Tapping the thymus gland out into the pec muscle area here. Good. And come back to center, taking your hands into little fists and just up and down the sides of your body. Yeah. Good. And then taking your hands just behind you and just up and down with those glute muscles. They did a lot of good work for you today. And maybe coming to the sides of your body. Let's bring yourself back to the hip distance apart, a little bit more on the sides of the body. Good. All right. And roll it out with your shoulders. And let's make our way back to our chairs. Yes. Good work, everyone. All right. Hopefully you're feeling your hips a little bit strengthened and loose. All right. So sitting down mindfully, take a breath in. As you exhale, send your hips back. Pause. And take another breath in. Sending the hips back a little more, find the front of your chair and just land your hips here on your chair. Good. All right, so still sitting a little bit forward here, just moving the legs in and out like a butterfly. We're probably going to start seeing lots of butterflies. Yes, soon. Good, and relax. Good, take a nice big breath in. Exhale it out. Good. Let's extend our right heel here. Take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, press your belly forward and just come a little forward. Let's just stretch that hamstring that did so much good work for us too here before we relax. Good. And then press down into your left foot to bring the body back up. Slide your heel back. Slide your foot a little bit further back. Get a little bit of a calf stretch by pressing down into your heel, your right heel, with that right lower leg a little further back. And then release and bring both feet together, toes even, and extend left leg. Lift the heart, look up. Exhale, hinge forward just till you feel a stretch on that hamstring. Yeah, good. Feel free to look down towards the toe. And then press down into your right foot, come back up. And then rebend that knee, slide the left foot back just a little bit further than the right. Press down into the left heel. Stretch that Achilles, stretch that ankle, that calf. And come back to center. Nice. And it is already time for Shavasana, I guess. So let's sit comfortably in our chair. It's a nice opening, nice stretching. Time to relax and when we relax fully, we let all of that good work that we've just done, let the toxins release, get them flowing, drink a lot of water today. Yes, especially after class, just start to flush out the toxins. Yeah. All right. And then when you're ready and comfortable, close your eyes. Good. All right. So just notice your posture, right? So even in Shavasana, we want to have a supported spine, your feet on the floor. Yeah, heart just gently lifted, shoulders just gently down and back. If you're laying on the floor, no problem. It's already there. Yeah. Good. All right, and let's take a breath in. Hold the breath. And then breathe out fully, ho, either with a sigh or through your nose. Yeah. Cleansing breath, getting rid of any last bits of tension. 2 more. Breathe in. And let it go. 1 more. And then relax. Invite the whole body to just let go. A little smile to your face. Did such good work today. Let the shoulders relax, the neck, your arms, hands, fingers. Let your heart relax back. Your hips heavy. Your thighs, hamstrings, calf muscles, feet, and toes. Whole body relaxed. Breath is soft and feeble, relaxed. Notice your mind. Relax all your thoughts. Let them come and go. Notice how you feel. And feel free to remain here for as long as you'd like. Should you choose to slowly come back now into this space and time, take a breath in and let it go. Bringing your hands into prayer position, floating them onto your heart. Take another breath in, feel your heart rise and lift. And as you exhale, just bow your forehead to your fingertips. Relax your shoulders. We'll close practice today with this. Not only is breath vital to our existence, it is a mirror reflection of our mind. When you're feeling ready and complete at your own pace, you may gently begin to flutter the eyes open as you lift your head. And I thank you for coming and taking care of your beautiful selves. Have an amazing rest of your day. Posture pencil. Namaste.